Lady Charmaine, and my guests today are known for their song. Well, one is I Love Your Smile, and the other one for the hit show One on One. And they joined together to become a twosome, and they're here today to talk about their new reality show on the OWN network entitled FLEX and Shanice. Help me welcome FLEX and Shanice. Welcome to the show.
Hello.
Glad to be on the show.
Well, I'm glad you're here, and congratulations on your show. I got a chance to watch the first episode, excited about the second episode, and I'm sure everybody, you're welcome, and I'm sure everybody want to know what even made you want to do a reality show. So starting with you, Flex, or Shanice, whoever brought idea it was.
I think we're going to defer that to my wife.
Oh, well, I'm a big reality show. I call myself a reality show junkie, and for years I've always I've been asking Flex to do a reality show for a long time, because we would have people come, friends would come over, and they said, "You guys are funny. I think you should have a reality show." And Flex was like, "Nah, I don't want to," because 7 years ago, for actors, he felt like people wouldn't take him serious as an actor if he was on a reality show. And what I did was I wrote a check, and I put reality show on a check in 2007. And I had several other things on my vision board. I put Oprah Winfrey's name on there and several other things. And here we are 7 years later doing a reality show. But we just felt like we have a story to tell. We've gone through the ups and downs, and in the industry, in our personal lives, and our finances, all of that. So we said, why not tell our story instead of waiting for somebody else to tell it? So
now, go ahead. So how did you come to pitch your show, and then how did OWN come to pick it up? Did you hire a production company?
No, what happened was we ourselves. Our cousin Ruba, who is on the show, he knew these students out of a college in Santa Monica, and these film students, and he said, "Hey, I can call my friends, and we can shoot it ourselves." Because my wife was like, "Hey," she was like, "Hey, let's just shoot it ourselves, shoot the idea ourselves." So called them up. Had a date to shoot. We knew what we wanted to do. And then I said, at the last minute, I said, "You know what? I want to call up two good friends of ours, Jeff Dyson and Vernon Lynch, who created and executive produced Hollywood Exit." And Shanice has known Jeff since she was like 9, and I've known Vernon. He's the brother of Eddie Murphy. And we just gave him a call and said, "Hey, meet us at the Cheesecake Factory." Went there, we started talking, told them what we wanted to do. And they were just like, "Wow, that's crazy," because we were talking to our agent, and their agent was asking, like, "Hey, you think there's anybody that want to do a kind of a family show and so forth like this?" So it kind of all, just was all aligned at the right time. And then they jumped in. We partnered with them. We got the sizzle reel done, got the appointment with OWN. We had several appointments set up to pitch, but we went into OWN, pitched it. 10 minutes later, they called us and was like, "Don't take it anywhere else."
Yeah.
Well, I think, too, because you guys already had something going. Everybody knew Flex from 101. Shanice, we know you from I Love Your Smile. And Shanice, you probably don't remember this, but I actually met you several years ago in New Orleans, Louisiana at the BRE. We were on a cruise. I was sitting with you and
wow.
Tevin Campbell, and we were sitting together on a cruise. So it was
my God.
I know.
Wow.
I said, she probably wouldn't even remember. It was a long time. Exactly. It was a long time ago. And so who would ever thought I was going to be interviewing you on my show at that particular time? But it's amazing how, because both of you, your stories are definitely incredible. They're both amazing, your backgrounds and your careers. So I know the scissor reel must have been sizzling. So when you walk through the door, I don't know why they would even let you go. So I'm glad. 10 minutes later, we got us a show. And Flex, I want people to know, how did you get your name Flex? I thought your story was so interesting.
That came from, I was a hip-hop dancer way back in the day, and I used to be flexible, and I used to do.
You still got it, boo.
I used to thanks, baby. I used to do these splits and really like, moves that look like you got no bones, and from breakdancing and popping, and one of my boys whose name is Stretch said, "Hey man, you flexible flex. Hey Flex, you should call yourself Flex." And I was like, "Oh, okay, yeah, cool, I like that." So it just kind of stuck. And when I transitioned into the acting world, I just kind of kept it because it sounded cool. So it literally came from my background in hip hop dance.
And I think you've been a little modest because I read that you were also a choreographer, too, for Mary J. Blige and Queen Latifah. Is that true?
Well, a lot of people, Salt and Pepper, got High Five. I worked with a lot of people. Heavy D and the Boys. I worked with a lot of people.
So you had some skills back in the day.
I had a little skills.
You still got it.
So your wife said you still got it.
He can still dance.
So hopefully we get a chance to see it on the show, get some of those flex skills, and show us how to work it today in 2014.
Oh, you tune into this episode this Saturday.
Yeah, this Saturday. Tune in.
Now you both are a nice looking couple. How did you both meet?
I moved into a building that Shanice lived in already. I was moving in. She was getting off the elevator. I saw her, and it was like, "Hey, you live here?" And she's like, "Yeah." I was like, "I'm moving in." She's like, "Oh, wow." And she was on her way to a Lauryn Hill concert, and I said, "Hey, well, we're going to give you a number." And not even, like, coming at her like that. It was just really like, let's just keep in touch. And she said, "I got to go get a pen. I'm waiting for my cousin." She went upstairs, and she took forever. And I was like, "Man, I'm out of here."
Because my cousin was running late, so I got on the phone. I had to call my cousin to see where she was, and I was trying to find a pen. And by the time I did all that and got back downstairs, he was gone. And a couple of weeks later, we ran into each other again by the elevator, exchanged numbers, and we stayed in touch. And we didn't date very long. We dated 4 months, officially dated 4 months, and then after that, he proposed to me, and then 3 months later, we were married. And then that was like almost 15 years ago.
Now, was that more of a love at first sight? Because that's quick, 4 months and then 3 months. What was it about Flex, and what was it about Shanice that you said, you know what, I'm going to make this girl my wife?
Well, it was really friendship at first sight. We really, honestly, both of us, we weren't even looking at each other. We were like not even trying to at all.
We were friends for a few months before we started dating. So
yeah, we were friends for officially. We dated like 3.5, 4 months, but we were friends before that, and it was the first relationship that I had been a friend first. So we were friends. We would just talk. I would just call her. We just talk about whatever because I was so anti-relationship at the time because I was getting into me at the time. I was in a relationship. I was by myself. I had been by myself for like almost a year, and I was content. So I really wasn't looking at it. And
on the same page.
We were both on the same page. I would go to her house. She'd be in her little flannel cookie pajamas.
Yeah, I wouldn't even. You like somebody, you trying to be cute for him, and I wouldn't have makeup on. I had these favorite little cookie pajamas, and I found out later he hated my pajamas. He waited till after we got married to tell me that. But I had on these raggedy cookie pajamas with a scarf on my head, and and I was like, this is my homie. Like, I wasn't trying to impress him or anything. And then, I don't know, just right before I went on tour with NSYNC, opened up for them in 99. Right before I went on tour, he hit me with this line. He was like, you say you're praying for your soulmate, but your soulmate could be staring you right in your face. And when he said that, I was like, oh, no, I think this is it. And then... And then, so after that, then I left for my tour, and we talked every single day from that point on. We were, together every day. And then 3 months later, he proposed. 4 months later.
Now, for the both of you, why did you feel it was so important to tell your story on television?
Because we just wanted to, as it was going, it became more cathartic and more therapeutic, and we just said, we want to let people know that this happens to everybody. It doesn't just happen to
and not to give up.
People say regular folk. We're regular folks, and we just happen to be in the entertainment business, and this happens to everybody. So we just wanted to inspire people and and show people that, family does still stick together.
Mhm.
Now, can you explain to us, how did it happen? You both are on top, your pockets was thick. You didn't have coins. Y'all was rocking dollars. Okay. People say coins today, but you guys are really rocking dollars back in the day. What happened?
It was just, I mean, really, we didn't ball out. We wasn't popping bottles and doing all that. We just enjoyed ourselves. And my wife is frugal Franny, and she's smart with the dollar. And I, I hadn't had the training growing up. I was never trained. All I saw was my family living check to check. So I felt like if you work for it, you can do what you want. So she wouldn't want to go shopping for herself, but I would go and spend $8,000 at Burberry for her, or go to Barney's for the kids, for Imani at the time, and just go nuts. Gap, and we had the American Express Centurion card, and we just I just wanted to enjoy. It was like we felt like finally, man, I can enjoy, as opposed to really looking at everything and saying, hey, this may all stop one day, and that was my fault, but I've learned a lot from that.
And then once you start working, your mortgage is still there.
Mm-hmm.
We had a really nice house, so the mortgage was still, there wasn't any money coming in, and so much was still going out as far as like our bills. And I had my own car, he had his own car, so we had 2 car notes and plus a mortgage and all that. And it just, after a while, when so much is going out and nothing's coming in, it starts to just dwindle down. And yeah, that's how it happens.
So now with the new show, and I'm sure you have something coming in with the new show, what are you doing differently now?
Well, we are. You spend like you don't have it.
Right.
You gotta really. If I can't get it cash, I don't want to charge it.
How do you use cash?
To get it cash, we operate with a debit card, so we know what's in there. That's the only thing you can charge. You don't have a limit of $40,000 you can charge up, and we just really I go to Target, Walmart. I go to find deals. I go to shop at wherever I can find sales, and I price match, all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, all that. So, just with our kids, with money they make, we have accounts for them, and things that they want, I go, okay, if you want this, guess what? You worked for it, so you're going to spend your money, and so you can see, like, they wanted your bedroom set, so I said, okay, you worked for it, okay, let me take you, see what you like, and explain to you the difference in prices. And then after that, it's your decision. But understand that you work for it, and you got to understand that it's it goes down.
Mm-hmm.
But we also are teaching them to save, because that's their money.
Save, yeah.
Most
yeah.
Their money.
Because they have accounts where they can't touch anything until they're 18, 21. Then they have an account that they can have money to do things with. So we're just trying to teach them that way, to put away, to save, but also if you want something and it makes sense, then you spend your money to get it. Doesn't mean you just, I want, the new Xbox, and I'm just going to go buy it. No, we're not going to do that. And we told them that, you guys keep A's. We'll get you, computers, some Mac laptops. And let me tell you something, they keeping them A's.
Oh yeah, they're keeping their grades up now.
That's good. That's good. That's a great goal. And I know before we go, just a quick question for you, Shanice. Have you found it now a newfound respect for your mother, who was your manager for so many years? Now you're trying to act as your own manager. Do you have a newfound respect for her and what her position was in your life?
I do. The singing and performing is one thing, but the business side of the industry is a hot mess.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so political, and it's not very nice.
Mm-hmm.
So I tip my hat off to my mom, for what she's done over the years, because I did when my, I experienced success all over the world, and my mom played a part in that. I was #1 in 22 countries and traveled the world, and I did a lot, and that's because part of the reason is because of the hard work she did put into it. So yes, I tip my hat off to her.
Well, that is wonderful. And for the both of you, I just want to say congratulations again on your new show. I do believe you guys are going to get a second season, because it's something that people need to know, and that we do need to see that although you may go through some things, God can bless you to be able to bounce back. And that's the one thing I love about the Lord. And I love about the Lord just the second chances, and you're allowing us to come into your life. Thank you for opening that up, because most people won't. But you are allowing us to go and look into your life and to see that you guys are rebuilding, and we can rebuild with you guys and watch how you go through. It's not what you go through, it's how you go through, and you're still keeping that smile. So I think that's great.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, we try to find comedy during the hardest times. We try to still make each other laugh.
And with Flex going back to do comedy, you know what? Hat off to you. Going back to one of your first loves, Flex. I loved watching that on the show last week. Congratulations to you.
Thank you. Thank you. We just want to, we just hope it blesses people, and, and just people know that you can continue to fight, and, I believe that God puts something in all of us, and, we have to, pray or meditate on it, believe, and put it into action. Don't be so, old school as you. I'm just going to pray and I'm just going to wait. No, you got to get up and you got to go out there and believe that, if God said it before you, it's going to happen.
That's it, because faith without works is dead. And I want to remind everyone to make sure you watch Flex and Shanice Saturday, 10/9 Central, right there on OWN. You are going to be so blessed, and it's so nice to see you guys back on television. And Shanice, I want to hear you sing. I'm looking forward to hearing you sing on the show now.
Thank you. Yeah, you'll hear some stuff to my new music.
Wonderful. And again, congratulations again to you both, and I look forward to having you both back on the show.
Thank you.
Thanks
for having us on, too.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much.
And have a blessed day.
Okay.
Okay,
Thank
you
too. Bye-bye.